They say the most fearsome disbeliever to ever walk the earth was a giant, a creature so massive that even the flood of Prophet Noah could not drown him. His name was Uj ibn Anuq, the grandson of Prophet Adam himself. He was the largest being to ever live since the dawn of creation. To imagine his power, think of this: when he was hungry, he would reach into the ocean and pull out a whale, the greatest creature known to humankind, lift it high into the sky, and roast it in the heat of the sun before eating it whole. When he was thirsty, he would stop the clouds above his head and drink from them as if they were fountains. For him, life was easy. He ruled the earth with brute strength, spreading corruption wherever he walked. It's said that he lived for 3,000 years, and when the time came for the great flood of Noah, peace be upon him, Uji asked the prophet for permission to board the ark. But Noah refused, saying, "I was not commanded by Allah to save you." The waters rose and covered the mountains, but even then, the flood only reached Uji's knees. He thought himself immortal, but time would prove him wrong. Centuries later, during the era of Prophet Moses, Musa, Uji was still alive, living with his wife in the lands of Sinai. When Moses divided the tribes of Israel and ordered them to enter the Holy Land, their leaders went ahead, only to find themselves captured by this giant. Uji gathered them all like twigs, each chieftain tied to a branch of wood, and carried them home to mock them before his wife. He laughed and said, "These are the men who came to fight me." He wanted to crush them beneath his feet, but his wife warned him, "Let them go. Send them back so they can tell their people of your strength." And so they did. The men returned trembling, telling the Israelites about the monster they had seen, so terrifying that they refused to fight. They said to Moses, "Go, you and your Lord, and fight him. We will stay right here." Hearing this, Uj decided to attack first. He marched toward them, carrying a massive stone in his hand, a boulder so huge it could crush an entire camp. But Allah sent a great bird from the heavens. The bird struck the stone with its beak, splitting it in two. The halves fell from the sky and landed upon the head of the mighty giant. Uj fell to the ground, and Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, struck him once with his staff, and that was enough. The same staff that parted the Red Sea, that turned into a serpent before Pharaoh, ended the life of the world's greatest giant. Because no matter how strong a man becomes, no power on earth stands against the will of God. Say with me, there is no God but Allah. Let it be your light on the day of judgment. And that is the light of the story.